Jimmy, listen. I know about the drugs. I know about all of it, okay? I just need one promise from you, all right? Just one. Promise me you'll never drink alcohol until you're 21, okay?
Cool, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hello again. Thank you so much for that kind shout out, Baden. I don't promote the Patreon as much as I should at all, but I really appreciate it. Because that Patreon indeed is what allows me to keep on going and keep doing these things. Yeah, this game was bought with Patreon money. So that's very good. And of course, after this, Mankind Divided will... well, I'll be relying on the Patreon money as well. I really appreciate it. And indeed, Jexus, no alcohol, promise me. Jexus, you're here for a moment. I thought you're probably expecting company like right now, but you missed the hack the planet moment. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go. No, actually, no, I can't go back. You missed a hack the planet moment. It was actually there. It was an actual thing. There we go. Let's head back. The game story's been made. Is basically taking a bunch of conspiracy theories. In the original, oh yeah, exactly, Mark. It's just taking sort of conspiracy theories that have been around and then sort of trying to bend them to be just on the edge of believable, where you think like, yeah, I guess it's a stretch, but okay. Okay, now, where were we? If you'll recall, we've been trying to find Michelle? Yeah, Michelle Walters. We found everything that we needed to find, and we're about to talk to Michelle Walters. Let's go! You fixed up the place here. Like what you did to the apartment. You are senile, if I recall correctly. Hi there, Michelle. You blue ribboner, you. Let's have a look at... This is a very... Okay, I can understand the corner, this weird corner of having to put things, but getting the bed in just like this? It's a bit weird to me. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's diagonal, it's askance. I guess you're making better use of this corner. I don't know, I guess you could put maybe a desk in here, but just putting a bed like that? It's a little bit weird. Not gonna lie, a little bit weird. Also, lady, what I've been noticing, there's a lot of open space. You're not using your closet at all. Not quite sure why you have a chair in here. You have a TV over there. Where's your chair? You have couches over here. What's this TV doing over here? How do you watch TV, lady? See? Where do you sit when you watch TV? You don't have a PC either. This is strange.
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isole, and Seraph Industries. The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the Taiyong Medical Corporation, commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour our facilities firsthand. they will find nothing but order, progress, and moral responsibility.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations court. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
Live. Vandalay Industries. Nice Seinfeld reference.
Did I leave my door open? Wait, you're not from Rolling Mills. You're too handsome to be from Rolling
Oh,
Mills.
stop.
No, I'm not. Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
No, you much too old to be him. You must be from Rolling Mills. And please, it's Miss Walters.
Brent Radford sent me. Do you remember him?
Too
He's a
old?
detective.
Yes, lovely gentleman. He still has my photos of Adam when he was a baby. Oh, could you be a dear and fetch them for me? I forgot who has them, though.
Mark, the boss fight at Picus went terrible. It was awful, and in the end, we just switched the difficulty down to the lowest. Just down to the lowest, threw a couple of grenades, and then moved on. It's a bit of a... I don't know, it's a bit of a concession, but it allows us to get through it without the stressful boss fight, because I'm not good at those.
Are these the photographs?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I haven't seen Adam Jensen in such a long time. Forever, it seems. Such a happy baby.
Look, I didn't ask for this. Tell me about the boy in the photos.
Miss Walters, can you tell me about the boy in those photos?
The boy in those photos, Adam. Tragic, really, what happened to his parents. His real parents.
His real parents?
They died in that fire. Horrible, really. I was there. At least those other cribs were empty. I only had to save Adam.
Mrs. Walters, I really need you to focus. What are you talking about?
Why, I already told that nice detective all this already. About the experiments and the fire at White Helix Labs. We knew Adam was special. That's why his parents started the fire.
Wait, what?
So they didn't do the same thing to the next batch of babies.
Whoa!
So Adam's real parents were trying to protect him. But from what?
Why, from the conspiracy, of course. But I've said too much. Would you be a dear now and go fetch my dinner?
Director's cut version has boss fight fully remade, and those are awesome. I've heard, Mark, I've heard. That's the one I really wanted to play.
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford and I spoke about many, many things. But don't you have meals to deliver? And where
Don't
is
you have
my
somewhere to
dinner?
be? Don't you have someone to kill?
Thank you for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget, if you see Adam, could you please give him this? It's for all the birthdays and Christmases I've missed. I've been saving them.
Aw.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you, dear. Why, he must be 12 or 13 by now. Make sure he gets something nice.
Aw. Let Mrs. Walters rest. No, I wanted to talk to her.
Oh, hello.
Okay, fine. I'll load up. See, the thing is, I wanted to save up before I tried using the pheromones on her. Didn't know that it would lock out like that. Let's see. I've investigated everything. Okay,
Oh, hello.
great. I'll try the quick save. So shit about real parents, adopted parents are real. Seems like a very juvenile storyline. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, if they'd said biological parents, then okay, that would have been a different approach. But to say real parents, yeah, as though magically the people whose genetic material he has would somehow have a much better connection.
Did I leave my door?
No. Brent Radford.
Okay. Give
these
those
the photograph?
photos.
Oh.
You're a little bit beta, are you?
Miss Walters.
The boy,
Is real.
they died.
Mrs. Wal...
Why?
Somebody...
Why?
Okay, let's try. Charm.
I would love to hear more about the boy in those photographs.
Such a polite and handsome young man. It'll be my pleasure. The boy in the photo, Adam. Jensen was never really his last name, you know. We only gave that to him after the fire.
Fire?
At White Helix Lab. That's where Adam's real parents worked. At least I think they were his parents. All those babies, the gene therapy they went through, but Adam, oh, Adam was special.
Special? How?
He survived what they did to those babies. He was one of a kind. Then, when we heard they were going to use him to inoculate the next batch of infants,
Wait. What were they doing to the babies?
Super
wish
soldiers.
I could remember. I was just part of a nursing staff. But Adam's parents, they started the fire. Yes, I remember that. They asked me to hide Adam. Then they started the fire. Poor things.
Or was it the
They never got
goblin
out
that
in
told me to
So
start
they
the
started a
fire?
fire
I
at White
don't
Helix
remember.
Labs. And you hid me.
No, not you, dear. Adam Jensen. Or at least I think that was his name. Well, I gave him to the Jensens to raise. They were a lovely couple.
Miss Walters, my Adam's real parents. Who were they?
I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Oh, when are them Rolling Mills people gonna get here with my dinner?
Yeah, exactly, Vin. Miss Walters. Ah, Miss Walters. Ah.
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
lady.
for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget.
And sure, I'll make sure he gets
thank
it. There we go. Okay. Let Miss Walters rest.
Pritchard, I need you to assign a temporary security detail to an apartment on Brooklyn Court until I can figure out a more permanent solution. The woman's name
Wait,
is
wait,
Walters.
that's not what he was
Michelle
thinking about.
Walters.
Security detail? What the hell, Jensen? Who is this woman?
She's family, but she's vulnerable. I'll explain later. Just do this for me, please. And not a word to Sarif. Can I trust you on this, Pritchard?
Christ, Jensen. All right. I'll do it. But there better be a damn good reason for
It's
this.
laser eye
There
surgery.
is.
It's okay.
I'll fill you in next time I see you. But right now I need to get back to work. And Pritchard, thanks.
Yeah.
Acquaintances forgotten. Achievement unlocked. Excellent. Okay, time to do the normal storyline. Well now. Oh. Where am I supposed to go? Oh yes, the convention center. Yeah, just go all the way past the shop. I think I don't have anything to sell there. No, we are fine. You know, we should get a possibility for an upgrade that regenerates our health quicker. Pritchard's best friends forever. Yeah, he's an okay guy. It was a little bit of a standard storyline, isn't it? The absolute jerk who turns out to be a good guy. Also, look at a little eyeball. Here we go, the convention center. William Jerkface Taggart. That's his actual legal middle name. I'm not insulting him. Jerkface is his name. Not quite sure why somebody would change their name to Jerkface, but... Or I suppose it's pronounced Jerkface, but...
Everything Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep.
Ugh.
Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Back door, eh? Where is this back door? Let's have a look at the toilet. Wow, that was quiet in the background. We can at least try and sneak a little bit. Ooh. Well, that's a sneaky entrance, but I think we could just try and walk because we have VIP tickets. So, you know, why sneak in? We can just use the door. Hey there, Feta. How are you doing? Cliches become cliche for reasons, because they work, yeah. As long as the story isn't obnoxiously full of them like a little harmless cliche. Yeah, I'm okay with the, a little bit of the self-conscious, oh, you know, we're the odd couple team kind of thing. I'm fine with that. Wait, this isn't... Where was I just now? Hold on. Why did I... Where did I go to when I went through that vent? Because I didn't load up any new region, so I'm quite interested in seeing where this ends up. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Problem solved. Questions answered. But yeah, it's sort of a dictionary of a narrative dictionary of character development, where you can just see the two and go, ah, that's what the relationship is.
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn pretty good.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots.
Hi-yo!
This whole city is going to shit.
The meeting hall's to the left, but the main hall's here. Let's check out the main hall first. That is spacey.
I know you probably don't agree with what Mr. Taggart has to say, but you can't deny that he's a powerful speaker.
Yeah, whoa, what? Again? That's the second time that's happened. Something's wrong with Jensen.
I think the subway's shut down. I may have to take a cab.
Something's wrong with Jensen. Do they have blockers? Do they have
really
augment
changing the world
blockers?
for the better. Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines. See, I have no problem with
Divine
amputees
engines?
wanting to get augmentations. Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient, Ezekiel. Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers? I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world
Welcome
better.
back, Joe.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out
Darth
there,
Arthas? I
we
have
a
no
lot
idea
of
what that
work
is.
to do to convince the world.
But yeah, if you didn't have that attitude, you wouldn't be able to appreciate any Blizzard game. Yeah, Blizzard is, that's okay though. They deliver. So, Huthor, how's that, World of Warcraft addiction treating you, huh?
Humanity Front is just that. A front. A front for hate-mongering and William Taggart's irrational need to keep us in the Dark Ages.
Donald Trump! Sorry, I have a little bit of a
tell you that augmentations
in my
will
throat.
make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose.
Preach it!
When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave us the chance to better ourselves, to reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before. Well, you've just heard William Taggart speak, and isn't he a smooth talker? He doesn't want you to better yourselves. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over your body. You want to get augmented? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me?
Yeah. Tell him, sister. Preach.
And do you know how he's gonna influence legislation? How he's going to convince you this is really what you want? With fear. He's already started. Look outside.
God, you're hitting home,
in
lady.
Our streets. Who do you think whipped up that
Literally,
frenzy?
all of this applies to
And
America
I don't blame
today.
them. I blame people like Taggart, people who are constantly trying to divide us by our differences instead of uniting us by our similarities. Listen.
What is...
I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash. I was attacked simply for having been to a limb clinic by people who were not augmented, people with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger.
Really
So
now?
you tell me where the real danger comes from.
Who is that?
The Humanity Front is just that.
Cool.
A front.
That is a nice speech,
front
lady.
For hate mongering and
Can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still
Yeah, I was
people
thinking
out
the
there
same
with
thing,
such
just
backward
hoot.
mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim
Isn't
over
that
and
this an
over
early
again
90s hip-hop video?
what a
Yeah.
peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Holy crap, that is literally what they're saying about Trump.
Trying to stop human progress. By the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be a relic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up.
Also, Jensen's being kind of a jerk. Okay, let's be serious. Let's move up. Oh, we're gonna get some speechifying soon, aren't we?
Don't have to put up with it just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart, just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Good point, Vaynen. This game does not pass the Bechdel test, or at least that scene. Why always gotta be discussing men, huh? Why do not have lives of their own? Feelings, thoughts. Ah, that's where this is. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I have a good view of the layout of this entire place. Okay. Speechifying time. What if it isn't Stockholm Syndrome or denial? You've managed to be content with Trump? Hotar. No.
Hostile at disposal.
Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off. Even the janitor can't get back there now.
What about the air vents?
You're kidding, right? Have you seen the size of those vents? You expect a contortionist or midget is going to try to assassinate Taggart?
Don't get smart.
Okay, I'm quick saving because... Excuse me, where can I find the nearest vent? I wish to examine the backstage area. How is nobody upset that I have a rifle in your face giving you laser eye surgery? How is nobody upset about this point? Backstage, eh? Bathrooms, well hello. How unprofessional. Didn't I have a VIP pass though? Why would I even need to do that? I could just walk on in, I think. So that's the hall itself, isn't it? I kind of want to see what this is. Lousy neighbors, Joe? Oh god, that's terrible. Contortionist or midget? I'd go for midget, Scaparmo.
Evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart?
Ooh.
6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was
personal
kidnapped,
attacks.
and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
His accusations must be confronted directly. Confront.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. It's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen.
Yes. Got it.
I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
Okay. This accusation must be confronted directly. Discredit. Personal attacks will destabilize his lofty position, make him cautious.
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
Well, you may have a point. Perhaps. What is it you're truly looking for here? Absolution? A return to the feeling of control you lost when your limbs were taken from you? Do you think coming here today and casting me as your enemy will help you achieve that?
Oh, don't worry about it, Huther. If I wasn't in this scene, I would have been talking politics right with you, because I don't think you're right about that one. But indeed, game's about politics.
Of course I want control. Every time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. You always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
That face is pretty cool.